Good, good afternoon. Today we're going to learn about the layers of the earth. So let's get right into it. So let's have a small introduction. So, so we're going to learn about the earth's layers, which consists of the crust, mantle, and the core. The core consists of the outer layer and the inner layer. Now, these are the key vocabulary: crust, mantle, core, and magma. Now, let's proceed to the composition of the layers of the Earth. The Earth's crust. The Earth's crust consists of all kind of rocks and soil and everything you can see above the Earth's surface. The crust is 3 times thicker than the crust under the ocean. The crust is 25 miles thick. The Earth's crust composition. The Earth's crust composition is composed of 46% of oxygen, 28% of silicon, 8.3% of aluminum, 5.6% of iron, and 4.2% of calcium, and 2.5% of sodium, and 2.4% of magnesium, and 2.0% of potassium, and 0.61% of titanium, and other elements occur less than 0.15%. The Earth's mantle. The Earth's crust flows on the mantle, so meaning that we can say the crust flows on the mantle. So basically we can say the mantle is like a liquid, but at the same time it's a solid. So it's like your toothpaste actually. It's made of thick, solid, rocky substances and amounts 85% of the total mass of the Earth. The shallow or the beginning of the mantle of 50 miles has very hard, rigid rocks, meaning not flexible, so they're very hard, we can say. After 150 miles from that point of the hard rocks, we are going to see the hot, solid rocks, and below at the bottom we can find very solid rocks, so very, very strong. We can say they're very compacted, and the mantle is a solid, but it's also liquid, so it's like a toothpaste, as I mentioned. So the mantle's composition is 44.8% of oxygen, 21.5% of silicon, and 22.8% of magnesium. And there's also iron, calcium, sodium, and potassium. These elements create silicate rocks. Now the Earth's outer core. The Earth's outer core is made of extremely hot liquid molten substance, which is the liquid form of magma. And magma is the molten rock that erupts from our volcanoes. The lava is composed of iron and nickel substances. Its thickness is 1,367 miles thick. The inner core extends 900 miles to the center of the Earth. It's a solid ball made of iron and nickel. It has a thickness of 760 miles. It is 90% iron. It has very few amounts of oxygen and silicon rather than the mantle and the crust. This is the hottest place in the entire Earth. Now let's go to target time. Now question 1. Now I'll leave you to what is the hottest place on the Earth. I will leave you 10 seconds to answer each question. So the answer is the inner core is the hottest place on the Earth. Now let's go to target 2. What layer has the most oxygen present on the Earth? I'll leave you another 10 seconds. That's correct. The crust has the most oxygen present on the Earth. Now target 3 asks, what is the biggest layer of the Earth? Give you another 10 seconds of this for this question. Yes, that is correct. The biggest layer of the Earth is the mantle. Now, today we learned about the layers of the earth, the crust, the mantle, and the core. Now, thank you very much for going for, for this, what you can say, lesson, for staying in my stay tuning in this lesson. I hope this can help you a lot. Thank you. This has been presented by Life Learning Show. Thank you.